On 560 WQAM Radio in our $100,000 giveaway, we have a stuffed turkey in the pennies window at the 163rd Street Shopping Center. All you do is take a look at it, estimate how many coins that make up the $560. Be the first to send your entry into the mail, and you will win the money.
Cold Golden Budweiser. That's beer.
WQAM Radio, 560 on your dial if you care to kind of squint and look. Here's my man, Mr. Jennifer Pitney, Hall of Fame sound, reviving a jive from 1961. This one tagged Town Without Pity. 2-7 on WQAM.
When you're young and
I know exactly what you mean. I sympathize with the Gene, what a town without pity can do. I know I was walking down the street the other day, in a town without pity. I was smoking a very expensive cigar. The reason I knew it was very expensive, because somebody threw it from a Rolls Royce.
here's 560, yours truly, WQAM.
Hello, catfish. Special Thanksgiving program tonight at Hialeah Speedway. 9 events, 2 features, and the kids can get a free ride with their favorite driver by donation of canned goods or staples for Thanksgiving baskets for less fortunate families. First race, 8:15, Hialeah Speedway, 3300 Okeechobee Road. I would like to salute a good friend of mine, Charlie Burns, president of the National Honor Society at Pompano Beach High School. Hi, Charlie. How are you today?
Radar weather for Miami and WQAM.
Radar weather, partly cloudy through tomorrow. Showers likely later on this evening. Low tonight 70, high tomorrow 75 degrees. Seas smooth to a light chop, becoming more choppy tonight and tomorrow. Currently 81.81, 81.81, 81.81 WQAM degrees. Shut up, Dunlap.
Flavor for the fun of it, Bush, Bavarian beer.
Kind of sounds weird. Come sit with me on the green grass beneath the apple tree and drink a bush.
Tiger Radio.
Dunlap at 12 past the hour of 2 o'clock on WQAM Radio, now more than ever. Number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, John, Paul, George, and Ringo, the Beatles. She's a woman. What is she? I hope to tell you. Get her phone number. I hope so. She's a woman? Recorded by the Beatles, John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Of course, Scott First is always on the Rick Shaw Show. WQAM time, a quarter past the hour of 2 o'clock.
That's the way it is with Old Spice. Fresh as a breeze. Yo ho, yo ho, yo ho.
I think I am going to make $1 million because I have just solved the dishwashing problem. That's right. You'll never have to wash dishes again if you follow my formula. Now, my formula is you eat out of cans and get in your car and leave, because everybody's going to think you're nuts. And possibly you are nuts. You is nuts. Forget it.
Wonderful. WQAM.
16 past the hour of 2 o'clock. This is Jim Dunlap, sort of gumming up the airways till about 4 on radio number 1, WQAM, with 81 degrees and mostly sunny skies.
Started your Thanksgiving grocery list? Save today at Publix, where shopping is
a pleasure.
WQAM.
Number one. That's Mr. Lee Sherwood. He's on the radio 6 o'clock in the morning time. 17 past the hour of 2 o'clock. WQAM Command Performance Showtime.
They say that you're a runaround lover, has 1,000 eyes.
Had a friend of mine, a very young fella, had 1,000 eyeball sockets. Broke his parents up buying contact lenses. I can just see it now. Give me 500 left eyeball socket contact lenses and give me 500 left eyeball socket contact lenses. Of course, my parents, they were very proud of me. That's right. They would buy me almost anything. In fact, they were so proud of me that they had me kidnapped twice a week just to see my picture in the paper.
How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? How do you do? T-S-O-R-E-X.
Sorex?
Sorex.
WQAM Radio has a brand new 2x2 1965 Ford Mustang out there someplace looking for you. I think Charlie Murdoch's in it right now. So why don't you watch for it? Everybody's been asking me what happened to the old blue Mustang. Well, friends, I am sorry to say it is now in the junkyard, rusting in peace.
I like Daddy.
This is Dunlap, 21 past 2, WQAM Command Performance.
It's the Jim Dunlap Show.
I like Daddy.
Let's get on with the rat killing. Without the one you love, life is not worthwhile. The Four Tops former DJ Figure of the Week. What a great sound that is on WQAM Radio. 24 past the hour of 2 o'clock on the Tiger.
WQAM.
Charlie Murdoch swings in at 4 o'clock today on number one radio. By the way, Charlie was just in and he asked me to do him a favor. He said, Jim, would you take something downstairs for me? I said, yeah, Charlie. I said, what? He said, the elevator. Forget it. The king. In other words, the only time I feel all right is when I'm by your side. In other words, honey, I've fallen in love with your appendix.
Today's kind of living calls for two kinds of Pepsi-Cola.
You're in the Pepsi generation.
WQAM time. Mark, 27 past the hour of 2 o'clock.
On wonderful WQAM.
Jim Dunlap, DUNLAPU, swinging in at 28 past the hour of 2 o'clock on WQAM, Miami, Florida. Studios in the beautiful Shine McAllister Hotel.
Let's go with command performance on wonderful WQAM.
Ladies and gentlemen, in its entirety and without interruption, the Four Seasons million seller, Sherry Baby. Baby, won't you come out and play golf with me, honey? We're gonna raise Cain. Boy, that's a good one. The Four Seasons on WQAM Radio.
Tiger Radio.
29 before the hour of 3 on W. By the way, she is a very good golf player, Sherry I'm talking about. She's a swing-a-demus.
Count on pennies and quality.
Lee Sherwood, by the way, and Charlie Murdoch are now at the new Penny's record department in the Penny's Carroll City and Hialeah stores right now. They will be there till 3 o'clock this afternoon. About 28 minutes from now, they will leave. Remember, this is the last day of Penny's grand opening celebration. All stores are open tonight.
Yours truly, WQAM.
Hello, Catfish. I'd like to play a song from a good friend, Kathy and Emma. How are you today, Kathy and Emma?
I like Daddy.
I am more than proud to please to play a song for ye this afternoon on the Tiger. These are the Bachelors. Strangely enough, it's making headway. Number 6 last night on the Rick Shy Show. It's called I Wouldn't Trade You for the World. I wouldn't trade you for the world. You happen to have $5 on you, though?
Yours truly,
In change?
WQAM.
You don't have 5. Maybe 2. No, I won't. No, I can't take 2. How about a bus token? Give you a bus token for 24 before the hour of 3 on WQAM Radio, The Bachelors. And how lucky can they be? Another hit song and Bachelor.
Rain or shine, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Do you happen to know Brad Stocker, Student Council Vice President at Coral Gables? Brad Stocker is a swing-a-demus. He goes to Coral Gables.
On your mark, get set, ready, go. Wonderful WQAM with the red and gray Cavaliers on Coral Gables High.
Hey, Coral Gables, we are with thee. 23 to go before 3 o'clock. 1 hour 23 away from the Charlie Murdoch Miz. Right here on the Tiger WQAM. 81 degrees outside, mostly sunny skies.
Ladies and gentlemen, 7-Eleven stores.
7-Eleven apples.
WQAM number 1.
They do all that. 22 to go before the hour of 3 o'clock. Dunlap Showtime. WQAM flashback now. The Rebels. And she's a crystal. I know she's a good one. That's the Rebel sound of the Crystals on the Tiger in Miami. WQAM flashback.
Wonderful WQAM. It's a blast.
You're with the winner, WQAM Radio, the only station in South Florida to give away 2 brand new 1965 Ford Mustang.
Tiger Radio.
765. Only 33 days left to Christmas time. Get the money you need right now. You still have lots of time to get a Central Bank loan for that new car, Christmas shopping, or whatever your needs are. At Central Bank, the Yes, Yes Bank. There are 3 Central Banks to serve you. The Central Bank. Radar weather forecast time, partly cloudy through tomorrow. Showers likely later on this afternoon. The high tomorrow about 75 degrees, low tonight 70. Forecast for the seas, the inland water smooth to a very light chop, becoming more choppy on Sunday. Currently 81 WQAM degrees.
Save 1/3 on exotic gardens.
Ringo. Lauren Green swinging in. WQAM headline song 11. They hauled his body up on the hill. They put him in the ground 6 feet down. The name of the hill, Boot Hill. It was rainy and cold. The the snow was coming down. But Ringo, he didn't care. Because, see, Ringo's dead.
WQAM #1.
He couldn't care less.
Throat raspy?
On the Dunlap Show from WQAM Radio, this is a beautiful Saturday afternoon, currently 81 degrees on the outside. I would like to salute a good friend of mine, Gidget Sate. Gidget Sate, S-A-T-E, clerk of the National Thespian Society at South Dade High School. Talking about thespians, I used to be an actor. In fact, before I was an announcer, I dabbled in acting. I had my leg in a cast. Oh, well.
It's the milk for you. Fresh and pure.
I wouldn't stand for that sherbet. They're selling you by the pint down at the farm store. What do you think of that? Selling old sherbet by the pint. Anyhow, I was at a gift shop the other day, and they had little kitties there, little kitty cats, about 20 of them. I said, how much are they? And the man said, well, they're $20 a piece. I said, I'd like to have the whole thing if you don't mind.
It's time for Tiger Horse Race.
Plaza 95600, Lee Sherwood Sherbet. They're selling him by the pint down at the farm stores. Plaza 95600, call me now. He's very upset, by the way. Can you imagine somebody selling a pint of you? Huh? It wouldn't make you feel too good either. In fact, I'd go home and cry. Here's Frank Ifield. I remember you.
I remember you.
That's a good one. When they ask me what my greatest thrill was, I say, I remember you. I know when I went up to see Peter at the Golden Gate, I said, you have to excuse me, P, because I have a bad case of amnesia.
Tiger Radio.
Can't remember anything I said. 10 to go before the hour of 3 o'clock in the Miami Tiger, WQAM. This is Dunlap.
It's #1. The sound of Miami. Wonderful. WQAM.
On the line, we have Louise Mueller. Hello, Catfish. How are you, Louise?
Fine.
Good to be with you this afternoon. We have the horse race game all set to swing now.
Here we are at the Tiger track. It's time to play Tiger Horse Race. Your chance to pick the WQAM DJ you want for win position. Win plays 560. Who do you pick?
Okay, it's up to you, Louise. Which one do you pick?
Teddy Clark.
Teddy Clark.
In the home stretch is Clark finding. Long underwear has fallen down behind. Sherwood second and Shaw moving up on the outside. He's making a strong bid. He's matching Sherwood stride by stride. And under the wire, it's Clark first.
Congratulations, you're a winner from WQAM and the $100,000 giveaway.
Another Tiger Radio winner on Wonderful WQAM.
How lucky can you get? You won yourself $5.60 plus a whole case full of 7-Up. How about them apples, Louise?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Louise. I want to say thank you for listening and God bless you, honey.
Okay,
Bye now.
thank you.
WQAM.
Another happy winner on WQAM Radio. Another chapter in WQAM's $100,000 giveaway.
Is she really going out with him?
Drat it, he's dead. Okay, the leader of the pack. That's one of the very large songs recorded by the Shangri-Las, presented on WQAM's Command Performance.
Here's the lineups. This is Lee Sherwood. I'll see you there tonight.
WQAM News.
Good afternoon for the 7-Up Bottling Company. This is Ted Clark.
What's new, Pussycat? Dunlap Studio C Super Song 3.
What's new, Pussycat?
No. That's Tom Jones, What's New, Pussycat? And by the way, the Dunlap has some good news for all you Pussycat owners out there. I have just purchased 15,000 acres of the Sahara Desert. I'm going to corner the sand pile market.
WQAM. Go, go.
Little humor there. The Catfish on WQAM, where Tiger Safari is in full swing. The prize today, a complete golf outfit by Patty Berg. Find out why it's more delightful than ever to fly Delta. For jets to Atlanta, Memphis, or Dallas, call Delta or see your travel agent. I think I told you when I flew up north last summer, I went up on an airline that was so poor they didn't have motion pictures. The pilot walked up and down the aisle showing pictures of his family.
Hi, this is Carl Wilson with the Beach Boys, and I'm taking care of business.
Everybody who likes the Beach Boys say yeah. 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 The Beach Boys' latest effort is called California Girl.
WQAM.
WQAM Go-Go Sound in South Florida. 12:27 WQAM Tiger Safari time.
Be a WQAM booster with a handsome three-colored bumper sticker. Many Norton Tire Company store.
Yesterday I picked my bumper sticker up, and now I'm a WQAM bumper booster.
WQAM's big story of the hour. Details live at 55.
Partly cloudy skies expected, currently 83 WQAM degrees. It's the Jim Dunlap. Hi, WQAM Miami, Florida studios in the Shine McAllister Hotel, one of the great store stations. Let's go back a couple of years now and enjoy one by the Beatles.
Another oldie flashback on wonderful WQAM.
Thank you. A little swinging effort by the part, John, Paul, George, and Ringo. She loves you. Yeah, I know what you mean. I have romantic inclinations. That's right, I fell in love one time and I called my girl my little dove, right? I always said my little dove is here. She says, Jim, why do you always say my little dove is here when I walk in the door? I said, because you're pigeon-toed. Oh. 12:31 on WQAM, number one.
I'm Otto the Orchid.
7237.
WQAM's Tiger Safari is in full swing. Our latest clue is lunchtime again, so take a break. A big clue at 1, so watch out. If you can decipher that clue, go find the little tiger. Call us on the telephone immediately at Franklin 73535 and win yourself a beautiful, genuine, all-leather golf set, complete with Patty Berg irons, a dozen golf balls, and Patty Berg woods. So if you like to play golf, go find the tiger and call us and win on WQAM's Tiger Safari game. The Catfish.
Go, Tiger.
Got you covered till 4 o'clock today from number one radio. WQAM posting 83 degrees and partly cloudy skies.
The delicious difference in RK is the extra good goodness of crap.
You know something? I'm so poor I couldn't afford an air-conditioned automobile, so I just got my glove compartment air-conditioned. Little humor there. Very little humor. 26 on a shot, 1 o'clock. This is Gary Lewis. Lee Sherwood's a funny guy. He's on the radio 4 till 7 every day. And today, this morning he came in, had freckles on his tongue. I said, Lee, how did you get those freckles on your tongue? He said, well, yesterday I was out sitting in the sun and eating Swiss cheese.
Oh.
And,
Radio a go-go. Wonderful. WQAM.
Hello, Catfish. Dunlap got you covered on WQAM radio, swinging till 4 o'clock on the Miami Tiger, now more than ever rated number one. Like to say hi to LaBelle, Cloiston, Belglade, Pahokee, Boynton Beach, Lantana, Jupiter, Stewart, and Fort Pierce. All my good friends north, east, south, and west. Thank you very much for joining us on WQAM radio number one.
Borrowing loans up to $600.
Tiger Safari is in full swing. Listen to just one more winner. One more winner on WQAM radio, and the cotton-picking machine isn't working. There's two things I can't stand, and that's soggy peanuts and equipment that doesn't work.
Tiger Radio!
So I'll just say that somebody won himself a beautiful scuba diving set, and yesterday we had a winner, Carol King, won a beautiful tennis set for 2, and today our prize is an all-leather golf bag, Patty Berg irons, Patty Berg woods, and a dozen golf balls. A repeat of the last clue. Lunchtime again, so take a break. A big clue at 1, so watch out. Immediately upon finding the little tiger, which is hidden out there in someplace in Tigerland, why, you call us on the telephone, claim your prize, which is a golf outfit.
Tiger Radio!
It's me again, still stuck in this television set. I wouldn't like that. I might get mad and mess up your picture tube. You know how much they cost.
You know, yesterday I was out in West Florida here, and I met an Indian, little Indian boy. His name was 98 cents. He wasn't a buck yet. Help me. That's the title song from their brand new motion picture, The Beatles and Help, H-E-L-P, for you folks who just joined us.
WQAM, go, go!
You know, this morning I just set out on a new adventure in my life. I've gone into business for myself, retail canary business. But I can't for the world of me think how these canaries lost their tails in the first place.
Come alive, you're in the Pepsi generation.
You're listening to the Dunlap.
So, WQAM sends weather news exclusively to you.
A presentation of WQAM's Miami Bandstand. Partly cloudy through tomorrow. Scattered showers, most numerous during the morning and evening hours, will affect about 50% of the area. Forecast for you small boaters and surfers, seas 2 to 4 feet. The inland waters will have a light chop to occasionally choppy. Currently 83 WQAM degrees. Bandstand! The weather, a presentation of WQAM's Miami Bandstand.
WQAM.
$168 in our Money Matchbook Ditty Bag. Hang on, a brand new number forthcoming on the DUNLAPU program. Got you covered till 4 o'clock on WQAM.
Tiger Radio.
Everybody who wants to hear an oldie goldie by Roy Orbison say yeah.
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 Flashback. 63.
That's Roy Orbison, one of my favorite oldie goldie flashbacks, reviving a memory called Runnin' Scared. Reminds me, last night I went out with my girlfriend. I think I'm going to have to cut it off because she's getting serious. She asked me how much I made last night.
Southeast Florida Dairy Institute.
I used to be a farmer talking about cows. I was in the poultry business. I had to give it up, though. It failed because I bought some bird seed and planted them. Nothing grew.
I'm Rosemary Howard, a fashion model, Tetley Tea.
You know, I used to go with a girl that was a fashion model, but she had to give it up also. It wasn't very successful because they wanted her to pose with a bathing suit. You say, what's wrong with posing with a bathing suit? They wanted her to drape it over her arm.
Tiger Radio!
Little humor there. Very little. $168. Currently in the Money Matchbook Ditty Bag. A brand new number after this record, so hang on. You might be our next winner on WQAM, South Florida's #1 station. Good song, Bobby Goldsboro, a catchy item called If You Wait for Love. It goes like this. That's Bobby Goldsboro, heard first on the Roby Young Show. Speaking of the Big Kahuna.
Big Kahuna.
Roby's so dumb, he thinks Jordan Marsh is a swamp. He thinks the English Channel is a British television station.
Hey, hey, Jimmy, that's not very nice. I don't appreciate that. I wouldn't give you the right time of day.
By the way, Rob, what time is it?
It's about 8 p.m.
The Big Kahuna.
Roby Young on the radio, 6 till 9 daily from WQAM. The time at 9 minutes before 1 o'clock? Sure. All I want to do is be your friend.
Tiger Radio.
If I want a friend, honey, I'll buy a dog. That sure is Smash Edema sound. I think I forgot to give you a money match number before, so here it is, worth $168 cash dollars. 334-287-double-B. 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 If you have it, simply call me on the telephone, Franklin 73535. The money will be yours. $168. Good luck. Now, what exactly are you going to do, Stu? Write for a certain length of time or something?
Well, Jimmy, what we're going to do is hook the Tucker Mustang ballpoint pen on the back of the WQAM Mustang on a very unusual contraption. I don't have time to explain it right now, but it will write continuously for that distance of about 2 miles, and then they have a special measuring device to measure how much ink is left, proving that it will write for a total of 8 miles. So this is unusual, so be out there at 2 o'clock, okay?
All righty, Stu. This is GL.
Walk along the lake with someone new.
I'm talking about saving your heart for me and things like that. You know, Roby Young, the Big Kahuna, is a very good friend of mine. In fact, he's such a good friend, I've just called the Red Cross and donated 15 pints of his blood.
Radio, a go-go.
Come alive.
Now Pepsi will pay you 50 cents for every 50 thrift seals you collect. They're under the caps of all Diet Pepsi and 16-ounce Pepsi-Cola bottles. Take your Pepsi savings in cash with Pepsi's great new Cash for Caps offer. See your Pepsi dealer today for complete details.
You're in the Pepsi generation.
On WQAM Radio, this is Dunlap. I used to be a big gambler. You know, I once put $1,000 on a horse's nose, but the wind blew it off. Oh! 126 WQAM Sports Live.
WQAM scores again.
In the American League, a day game, Detroit at New York, Kansas City at Boston. The lone night game in the American League, Chicago at Cleveland. In the National League, a daytime doubleheader, New York at Chicago. Under the lights, Philadelphia at Pittsburgh. In the Florida State League tonight, Miami at Orlando and Fort Lauderdale at Daytona.
Next sports news at 2:25.
WQAM scores again.
WQAM Miami, Florida studios in the Shine McAllister Hotel, one of the great stores stations.
Once again, according to the very latest February, March, April Pulse Audience Rating Survey, WQAM is the overwhelming #1 choice throughout South Florida. No other Miami radio station can use this most comprehensive of surveys as a basis for the #1 rating. Obviously, there can only be one #1 station, and WQAM is it. Again, our thanks to all of South Florida.
WQAM Tiger Safari Showtime 128.
It's the Jim Dunlap.
Hello, hi, hum, catfish. Fly, back. Back. That is called It's All Over Now, and recorded by the Rolling Stones on Tiger Radio, WQAM, the home of Tiger Safari.
Think of food. All kinds. Baby food, frozen food, canned food, diet food, fresh food, pre-wrapped food, and even dog food. Thinking of quality food? Then think first of Food Fair, where you'll find the largest selection of good things to eat. But that's not all you should think of. Think of the savings you'll find. Savings like these. In the meat department, Food Fair is offering top U.S. choice PSG brand boneless cross rib roast for only 79 cents a pound. Or how about delicious farmer gray U.S. government inspected grade A quick frozen eviscerated Long Island ducklings, just 37 cents a pound. In the produce department, fresh California iceberg lettuce, 2 heads for a mere 29 cents. Of course, you get the best of everything. Courtesy, freshness, and quality. Plus the added savings of merchant's green stamps. So when you think of food and savings, think first of Food Fair.
Wonderful.
The store that thinks first of you.
That's the Big Kahuna, Roby Young, 6 till 9 daily on WQAM #1.
WQAM #1.
If you haven't joined in the gigantic Tiger Safari Hunt, do so now. Here's the latest clue. And, of course, decipher this clue along with all the other clues previous to this and come up with the answer. All right? Now that the main road is known, we'll tell you it's not on it, but off to one side or the other. Okay? So if you can decipher that clue, go find the little tiger, call us with the code number, and win yourself a pair of professional Dick Pope Cypress Garden water skis from
Tiger Radio.
WQAM.
You know about Sprite. It's the soft drink from the Coca-Cola Company that's naturally tart for adult tastes. There's a wonderful ice-tart freshness to Sprite that seems to belong to today. Sprite is alive, exuberant, for today.
Larry Costley, WQAM Secret Word. Good to have old Larry Costley listening today to Tiger Radio. WQAM #1 in South Florida. Billy, Desi, and Dino. I'm a fool.
You know where I can be found, don't you know? I'll be waiting by the telephone. While you're out running.
Hello there, Jimmy Dunlap. We have just started the test from Coral Gables High School. Are traveling now in the WQAM Tiger Mustang, the Bill Austin Mustang. We are traveling south on Lejeune Road at a very slow rate of speed, so we may measure this Tucker Mustang ballpoint pen the way it is writing. And we are going to be traveling with a police escort from the Coral Gables Police Department down to Ponce de Leon and turn right there and head toward the University of Miami. So if you see the WQAM Mustang passing very, very slowly by you, don't be alarmed. We're handing out free Tucker Mustang ballpoint pens as long as they will last throughout the entire test. Back to you, Jimmy.
Tiger Radio.
Okay, kids, all together now.
The delicious difference in parquet is the extra goodness of craft.
Oh, great. And when they ask you why you're singing the parquet song?
What's happening?
I certainly hope you are recording this because this must be recorded for history.
Okay.
We have completed a full 2 miles from the Coral Gables High School that we mentioned earlier in the WQAM Bill Austin Mustang with a Tucker Mustang ballpoint pen affixed to a special contraption position on the back of the car with the wheel, and we have just let this pin make a line for the full 2 miles. Now, we're going to measure the ink, and it will come out to a test that has proven that the Tucker ballpoint Mustang pin is guaranteed to write 8 miles, and this will hold up under their guarantee for a full year. Teddy Clark is here, and some of the officials from the Tucker ballpoint Mustang pin company, and so we want to say that the test has been a complete success, and actually we got here just about the time that we had anticipated to arrive. I think it took us just about an hour to make the entire trip. We've been traveling at about 2 miles an hour for the whole trip, so we didn't burn up the ball on the ballpoint pin, but we have done it. Okay, we would like to invite everybody out there, if they would, to stop by the Merrick Building on the University of Miami campus to see the results of this test. You can see the reels of paper that we have used to draw this one continuous 2-mile line on. You can see the test of measuring the ink, and you can get your face in a picture or two out here. So do stop by if you possibly could out here with the WQAM Mustang, the Bill Austin Ford Mustang, and of course the Tucker Mustang ballpoint pin. We've just completed this tremendous test. So stop by. We have quite a few more Mustang ballpoint pins to give out too, as long as they will last. The Merrick Building on the University of Miami campus. Okay, Jim.
Tiger Radio.
Do what diddy diddy.
There she was.
Another $1 million music sound by my main man, Mr. Manfred Mann, comes from deep down in my dusty old Dunlap ditty bag called Do What Diddy Diddy Dum Diddy Do. If I told you my name was Dunlap, would you laugh at me? Just what I thought, wise guy.
If anyone should ask you, you tell them. You told them.
Ice chest, regular $1.39, special $1.09 at You Told 'em.
Okay, the weather forecast mostly fair. Low tonight to mid-60s, high tomorrow around 80. Northeast to east winds mostly 10 to 15 miles an hour. On the radar machine, we have a few scattered showers over Grand Bahama Island. Currently in Big Q country, 76 degrees.
560 swings with the Miami Bandstand.
WQAM's Miami Bandstand.
If you have never seen Wayne Cochran and the CC Riders, you'll certainly experience something tonight when you see them on stage. All 8 pieces, CC Riders in person on stage live at the Tiger's Den South tonight. Be sure to be there.
560 WQAM.
A group of local yokels got together, made a record. It looks like it's going to go all the way. They call themselves the Bird Watchers.
It's not fair.
Sandy Hall and the Bird Watchers, All-American Super Hit number 4. It's called Girl, I've Got News for You on 560 WQAM Radio, the home of the News IQ contest.
Premium tires and pick your choice at only $20 each. You need no money down. Just select the most convenient Burdines credit plan for you, but hurry to your closest Burdines Tire Center now.
I'd like to say a great big hello catfish to Frank Crippen today. Frank Crippen, WQAM Radio's secret word. Hi, Frank. Good to have you swinging deep down in my ditty bag on the Dunlap
Tiger Radio.
$1 million weekend show.
Boy, word really gets around at your Chevrolet dealers.
It's the Jim Dunlap Show.
More music.
WQAM Radio reviving a giant. That's the big O, Mr. Roy Orbison and Mean Woman Blues.
Tiger Radio.
WQAM Radio, with a trip or two to Europe time is 1:18.
Don't be a pale-face.
Get the best.
It looks like it's going to be a great weekend. The weather forecast calls for mostly fair weather through tomorrow. Low tonight the mid-60s, high tomorrow around 80. Currently 76 degrees in Big Q country.
560 WQAM. Number 1 under the sun.
The whole gang, Studio C, Jim Dunlap.
I like Daddy.
Mosley Coleman swinging toward the hour of 3 o'clock, at which time we hand things over to the big kahuna, Roby Young on the radio.
The mountain of our love,
I used to have a girlfriend used to peer down upon me with her beady little eyes from high atop the mountain of love. That's a young lady by the name of Leslie Miller with a brand new song on 560. WQAM time now, 1:21 on the Dunlap Show.
Don't holler. Don't holler button free.
I'm practicing on my harmonica here. I used to play the Q horn for Tom McCann, but now I'm taking up the harmonica. Sounds pretty good. I think I'll do a little bit down in Fort Lauderdale tonight at the Tiger's Den. Why don't you come on by, I'll play you a song.
Tiger Radio.
Keep those cards and letters coming in.
A beautiful full 16-volume set of World Educator Deluxe Encyclopedia drawings.
Hey, by the way, this afternoon on the Roby Young Show, he will give it away, the complete 16-volume set of encyclopedias. This will happen this afternoon on the Roby Young program. Be sure to stick around. Remember this one by the late, great Richie Valens? Young fella by the name of Richie Valens, one called La Bamba. WQAM $1 Million Weekend Showtime, 125.
Today is the final day to take advantage of a real purchasing mistake. Open today till 6 p.m.
WQAM.
And tonight, Chicago will play at Los Angeles.
WQAM.
WQAM Miami, Florida, one of the great stores stations.
Miami, here it is. It's number 1.
The top of the pile, a little swinging item by them called Gloria, number 1 on WQAM and on the fabulous 56 hit line of sound, which is available free of charge at most record shops in South Florida.
WQAM.
Be sure to pick a couple up next time you drop by the Record Bar in Coral Gables.
Oh, now then, Mr. Stanhope, let's take that shirt off.
Sunshine whiteners, rinse so clean.
The correct WQAM $1 Million Weekend Showtime, 1:30.
News IQ. It's time for the Tiger to test your News IQ. If you want to become a possible winner of WQAM's all-expense-paid European vacation for two, call now.
Alrighty, pick up the telephone and dial Franklin 73536. Franklin 73536.
Music.
Happy birthday, sweet 16.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Neil Sedaka, one of his golden oldies called Happy Birthday, Sweet 16 reminds me of my 25th birthday. I was 25 years old today, and I would have been 26, but I was sick a year.
Tiger Radio.
We'll play the News IQ contest in just a second.
The fabulous all-new Hollywood News IQ. This hour's contestant is on the line now, ready to be tested. Our possible News IQ European trip vacation winner is
Diane Beal. Diane, how are you, honey?
Fine.
Wonderful. We're all set to play the contest. Listen very carefully to the question.
The Miami Daily News has endorsed which gubernatorial candidate? Repeating, the Miami Daily News has endorsed which gubernatorial candidate?
Diane, I'll give you 5 seconds to think about it. Time. Diane Beal, what is your answer?
Robert King High.
We've got a winner.
Good gravy.
Wonderful. WQAM. We've got a winner.
Diane, I'm going to send you a handsome foot-high globe of the world, complete with a golden stand and an attractive Funk and Wagnall Standard Encyclopedic Reference Dictionary, the latest edition, and I'm going to make you eligible for that 16-volume set of encyclopedias Roby Young will give away this afternoon, okay?
Thank you very much.
Plus, you're eligible for that all-expense-paid trip or two to Europe. How about them apples via Pan American World Airway? Thank you, Diane. God bless you.
Thank you.
That makes 2 in a row we've had on the Dunlap Show. Stick around next hour. You might be our next winner.
1, 2, 3.
Well, the swingaroony, I would say, All-American Super Hit number 5, but the Young Rascals good. 11:23 to go before the hour of 2 o'clock. WQAM $1 Million Weekend Showtime.
Shores. Shores Discount Drugstore, 100 South Dixie Highway in Hollywood. Shores is open Sunday, 10 a.m. till 6 p.m.
How would you like to win a trip, all expenses paid, to Europe? You'll stop in London, Lisbon, Madrid, Paris, Rome, then back to Miami. All expenses paid by the Tiger. And, of course, you'll fly Pan American World Airways, the world's most experienced airline. Stay tuned for News IQ on 560.
Tiger Radio.
The Dunlap Show here with 76 degrees outside and mostly fair. Looks like another powerful weekend in South Florida.
The Davie Boulevard Drive-In in Fort Lauderdale.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I dig deep down in my dusty old Dunlap biddy bag and present a song that was popular in 1960. It's called Theme from a Summer Place. WQAM Radio presenting Theme from a Summer Place, recorded by Percy Faith the Orchestra.
WQAM 560.
I'd like to say hi right now to one of my favorite people, Frank Crippen. Frank Crippen, WQAM Radio's secret word today. 4 Z.
Zare.
Fabulous.
Shop and save at the tremendous sporting goods sale tomorrow at Zare. There are 6 fabulous Zare department stores serving the Miami-Fort Lauderdale area. All are open 10 till 10, Sundays 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Thank you very much, Mr. Roby Young on the radio. The world's only flip-top jock this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Roby Young.
Tiger Radio.
By the way, a lot happening tonight at the Tiger's Den South location of WQAM's Miami Bandstand. Of course, Wayne Cochran and the CC Riders will appear on stage about 8:30 or so be sure to be there early tonight at the Tiger's Den South, 117th Avenue and Quail Roost Drive.